Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to New York All-Stars versus Michigan All-Stars as we continue our 40-minute elimination games. I'm Mo Cheesema.
And I'm Daddy Pants.
Let's get our rosters underway.
I'm calling Team Michigan. We'll start off with number 8, Jillian Rookard. Number 10, Swift Justice. Number 21, Price, 121 Price. Number 187, Slamlet. 24, Jadzia Smacks. 28, Racer McChaser. 32, McDonald. 33, Javelin. 38, Tigo Hitties. 40, Janai. 420, Ashtray. 428, Freakin' Reekin. Number 707, L.O. Hell. 83, Ringo Death Star. 878, Jilly the Kid. And 91, Sugar Pants. And they're going to be coached today by Candy and AK 40 Ounce, who's been with the team since its inception.
And an announcer in his own right. Wearing the purple jerseys today, we have the New York All-Stars. Number 47 is AKT 47, 1818, and Frankenstein. 137 is Big Banger. 111 is Cherry Napalm. 46 is Cristeria. 101 is Deb Crush. I think that's 0101. 29 is Ha Ha Hatchet. 54, Head Huntress. 56 is Kate Sarah Sarah. 622, Libralian. 1706 is Misty Maven. Number 26 is Murphy. 60, Pepper Sticks. 2, Pinky Swears. 1978 is Space Invader, who's not here. And 84 is Veloce Villain. 4 is Violet Knockout. That's our latest addition to the New York team, which has been gradually building this weekend.
Yeah, just got here today.
They are managed from the bench by Wolverine from the Shock Exchange and Roland Polanski from the Ithaca League of Women Rollers.
This should be a great contest between these two teams. Team Michigan found their way here through a win against Maine, a win against Saskatchewan, and a surprising loss against Team Massachusetts last night.
Yeah, one of the few upsets this weekend. Massachusetts kind of dodged having to play New York this morning, so good for them, and we'll see how it works out for Michigan.
Yeah.
Leagues represented on New York are the Ithaca League of Women Rollers, Long Island Roller Rebels are out there, Gotham Girls, of course, and Queen City.
And we have from Team Michigan, the teams are Grand Raggedy Roller Derby, Detroit Roller Derby, Ann Arbor Roller Derby, Kalamazoo Roller Derby. Actually, it's Kalamazoo Derby Darling still. Flint Roller Derby and Ann Arbor Roller Derby.
All right. Well, we're just about ready to go here. It'll be 2 20-minute periods separated by approximately 5-minute break in the middle. And this is for the winner's bracket, headed towards first place. The winner of this will go on to play the winner of the Pennsylvania-Ohio game, which is up next.
Yep.
All right, we are ready to go here.
It's going to be L.O. Hell out there jamming for Team Michigan. MVP yesterday.
And there's our whistle. That's Libralian out there for New York. Libralian knocked to the outside as we start things off, but finds her way on the inside line. Initial lead jam goes to New York.
L.O. Hell still struggling behind the New York wall.
Panty down. She manages to get it up without too much issue.
Looks like there was a star pass from L.O. Hell to McDonald. McDonald's now the jammer of note. Making her way around the track as she comes to the pack.
Libralian forced to call it, but I believe she got all 4. First blood, New York.
That was a clean jam. No jammers, nobody in the penalty box. All skate for jam 2.
That's some really tough math there, Ken. Swift to Justice, jamming for Michigan.
Be Swift Justice out there for Team Michigan.
Number 1706, jamming for New York.
And Maven over there for New York. You might be able to hear the house announcers in the background.
As we're now under 19 minutes remaining in the first half. Swift Justice, one of the Michigan MVPs during the course of the bouts.
Maven switches to the outside lane, then right up the middle, still not making her way through. Well, as soon as I say it, she does. Misty Maven is your lead jammer.
Swifty Justice out quick, chased down and almost pushed out by one of the New York blockers. Swifty still making her way around the track quickly as that pack is moving just as quickly,
Yeah, they are.
it seemed, as Swifty was.
Maven's going to have to be happy with 3 points on that one as she calls it off. Great pressure by Swifty.
Yeah, she did the best she could, but they're going to come up with a 0 for Team Michigan again. Getting a scoreless jam for them, but a clean jam for everybody.
Yeah, no penalties yet. Kate Sarah on the line for New York.
Starting from the first row in turn 4.
Michigan controlling the front of that pack as they're lining up there. Cifaloche Villain bracing.
And
oh!
Racer McChaser is out front. She's going to be your lead jammer for Team Michigan.
First lead jam for Michigan. What's the nickname for Michigan?
What's
The
nickname?
Mitten State?
It's the Mitten State.
Yeah.
That is the Mitten State, or the Wolverine State.
Oh, what a hop there. Nice hop by Kate Sarah. Getting in there for 4.
That was impressive. Picked up both of them, picked up 4 points. What hustle by Kate Sarah. She came around there, was able to pick up the 4 points. I don't know if Racer McChaser knew where she was.
No, she came out of nowhere there. That was pretty solid. Violet Knockout sent to the box at the end of that jam. So 3 on 4 in the pack. Libralian taking the star for New York.
2 20-minute halves. Jillian Ricard jamming for Detroit.
Oh, nice job.
And Jillian's out front. She's the lead jammer for Team Michigan. This pack trying to stay together as Ringo Death Star gets pushed out.
Picking up the pace a little bit there, but Rookard able to get through on the outside. That's 4. And with Libralian still ahead of her, she calls it. And great job by Michigan here.
Yep.
Pushing this forward and holding New York scoreless for the first jam so far this bout.
New York 11, Michigan 7. Racer and Jillian getting lead kind of back to back.
Maven and Swifty going up against each other. We've seen this matchup. Violet standing in the box right now, looking to come on out. Maven takes that hit and keeps going. She's through for lead.
Freakin' Rican tried to get her out, but missed her, I think, completely.
Got a piece of her, one of the other blockers, and Swifty's following her around.
Swifty's pretty fast. Big hit by Freakin' Rican. Misty Maven.
2 points for Maven, but Michigan snakes a point away.
Yeah, that was good hustle by Swifty, making it around to catch a point.
A lot of not full jams here, a lot of not 4-point jams. Kate on the line for New York.
And that's Racer again for Team Michigan.
And again, we have seen this lineup.
Yep.
Both teams on a similar rotation.
Got a blocker in the box for Team Michigan.
Kate knocked to the outside. Not easy to knock Kate down, but she's through now.
She's your lead jammer. Racer McChaser still behind the pack, struggling to get through. Tried to get in on the inside and was pushed out. Now she's got to recycle all the way back.
Yeah, it's a long reset for her. Kate's through. That's going to be 5. A multiplayer block being assessed to number 121. That's Price. So no stripe on the track right now for Michigan. It's going to make it a little bit harder for Racer.
Yeah, Racer's still struggling a little bit.
Kate working and getting that 5th point right now.
Racer's out of the pack.
Yeah, Racer's going to try to hold on to it. Kate decides it's not worth the point and calls it off.
So there's another scoreless jam for Team Michigan, and New York picks up 8. Sorry, 9.
Calls off the jam, keeps the Michigan blocker in the box. So that a 9-0 jam, that's the biggest scoring jam for New York.
Libralian, one of the MVPs from yesterday. Actually, Kate was as well. So.
As LOL and Libralian will put on the stars. This is the first star opportunity for LOL. No, it's not. She was the first jammer for Michigan.
This is LOL for Team Michigan. It looks like Libralian, and she's going to be your lead jammer for Team New York out front. LOL still struggling a little bit. Took the star off, but able to make it through with the star in hand.
Yeah, gets by Big Banger. And through for 4 clean, able to call it off.
Only a 4-point pass and limit the damage.
Again, good pressure by Michigan. They're getting through the pack.
Putting on the stars for their teams.
Yeah, so we're 7 jams in.
There's
This
Swifty
is game
again.
number 8. New York's only been held scoreless once, but yeah, credit to Michigan's defense. They've
And they're going to bring out Maven for New York.
gains for New York. So
Nobody in the box. It's going to be a full. All the skaters are on the track.
80-wheel skating.
this is actually a battle of number 1 seeds. Michigan was upset by Massachusetts, so in the bracketed play, they moved from a 1 seed to a 2.
Haha Hatchet and Pinky Swear is up there in the front trying to hold back Swifty, along with Ann Frankenstein and Cherry Napalm.
Yeah, it looks like Ringo Death Star, Javelin, and Smacks, along with Slamlet.
Maven picked up lead, gets a little whip off of Cherry's jersey there, helps her through that pack a bit. Great job by Michigan, snaking a point away once more.
Yeah, once again, Swifty's racing around to catch a point. She's got
She
great
is
hustle.
fast, yeah. That's going to bring us to 9-30 with New York on top.
In reverse through the pack on the back straightaway.
Penalty box empty.
Justice, again, a credit to her, able
Yeah, pretty clean game
not in
Yep, so far.
position, able to
so
steal
far.
the
Fair
ball.
enough.
Sarah going up against Jillian
Kate Sarah returns to the jam line.
And
that
Jillian
Rooker?
Rookard for Team Michigan. She shot out of that pack the last time. There goes a Team Michigan blocker, number 38. That's going to be Tigo Hitties headed to the penalty box.
And 40 follows her, Janai.
Along with Janai. So that's 2 blockers in the box for Team Michigan.
Rookard putting the pressure on Kate Sarah here, who is lead. Kate tries to hop the side there. I don't think she stuck it.
She got 3 of them.
Yeah, all right.
She got the penalties. She got the penalty box, and she got 1 skater on the track.
Yeah, you only needed to get 1 to get 3 there. All right. And once more, Michigan putting on that pressure in the backfield, forcing the call off.
Yeah, the 4-jammer rotation for Michigan.
Brawlian taken to the line. And we're seeing a pretty strict 3 rotation for New York right now.
Racer McChaser and Freakin' Rican out there blocking on their 2-wall. Still got 2 blockers in the box. That's LOL stuck behind the 3-wall. Racer McChaser and Freakin' Rican trying to create some offense. Racer McChaser's kind of forced to the outside by Frankenstein.
And
Stays in bounds.
L passes the star there.
Well, they aren't.
Is that Racer?
Yeah, it's Racer McChaser picked up the star.
First,
Michigan's doing a great job of getting out of the pack quickly, forcing them to the call off. Even though they're not scoring any points, they're putting the pressure on them.
Yeah, thus far, no double-digit jams. New York has gotten the last 6 lead jams. And we have an official timeout. In this game, we are allowed 5 penalties apiece before you foul out. And there's 2 timeouts. And also of note, the official review in these shortened games is use it and lose it. Even if you win the official review, you do not retain it.
Yep. Trying to make these a little bit speedier.
Yeah, we got a lot of games to get through here at inline 309.
And I think so far they're working out as far as I can see. The format hasn't really affected anything. Things are moving along well, and I think the teams are well matched at this point.
Yeah, here on day 3, we're really getting some very interesting games. We had overtime earlier this morning. Back to the action. Maven is your lead jammer.
Michigan got a blocker in the box.
Maven jukes around Javelin.
There's Swift Justice struggling behind there as Sugar Pants and Javelin are trying to create some offense. Sugar Pants.
Banger on the low block.
Sugar Pants and Slamlet were trying to stop Maven.
And we have a star pass to 187.
That's Slamlet.
That'll be 10 points. That's the first double-digit jam thus far this game. And by 10 points, of course, I mean 14.
So Michigan's been held scoreless, I think, for the last 4 jams.
They did sneak away 1 point there,
right.
but that's the only point in the last 6 jams.
Yeah, we're 11 jams in, and Michigan has only scored in 4.
All right, so Banger wearing the stripe in the box as we start things off.
The defense has always been strong.
And if the pattern holds, this will be Kate Sarah on the line.
Jillian Rooker
Here in the penalty box, so a 4-3 pack advantage for Michigan.
for Team Michigan on the line. And then Janai forcing Kate Sarah out as Jillian Rooker gets forced out again by the New York defense, able to recycle back around and gets around on the outside. She is your lead jammer.
All right.
This is the first time that they've had lead in probably the last 6 at least.
Yeah, 8, I believe. Yeah, they really have Kate's number back there. She's struggling with that Michigan D.
Sure is. But they got McDonald picks up a penalty. She's headed to the penalty box. This will be 2 in the box for Michigan. And there is a star pass from New York.
Banger takes it.
Jillian Rooker makes her way around. I think she got 4 of them.
All right, Banger does not have the opportunity to engage. No points picked up by New York.
And Jillian got all 5 points, it looks like.
That's the second scoreless jam for New York. Great job by Michigan on that one. Locking down Kate Sarah.
Well, we've got a
Libralian taken back to the line.
Still got 2 blockers in the box for Team Michigan as looks like Ringo Death Star out there on the line. On the at one of the blockers. Racer McChaser is on the line, and she is out front for the lead jam, second lead jam in a row for Team Michigan. New York is not far behind.
Yeah, Libralian chasing her down.
Slamlet, Ringo Death Star, and Price.
Great job on the inside line. Racer gets around, and she's going to run the table here. She's going to keep on going, but Libralian is not letting up.
Hot on her tail.
Follows her out of the pack, and that's going to be tough to stay in front of her.
Yep.
And she's going to call it, yeah.
Yeah, that's best. That was a good decision.
Well, 4 and 4, a wash on that jam.
That was JR.
Brings us to 18:55. New York in the lead. We got just about 6:20 left to play in the first half of this 40-minute game.
Yeah, Team Michigan's still in it. Their defense is holding up well. They did a great job against Kate Sarah.
Yeah, that was pretty clutch.
This. That was I think they only had 3 blockers to start with, then lost another.
All right, so Maven out there for New York.
And it's Swift Justice out there again for Team Michigan. Freaking Rican Sugar Pants and Javelin just kind of jamming things up there.
Yeah, I got a real tight pack right now, Daddy.
Smack's doing the same thing, trying to create all these blockers are trying to create some offense here. Just a really tight pack.
Yeah, offense, defense, I don't know who's playing what right now. Maven knocked to the outside and pulled back by number 91, Sugar Pants. Smack's headed to the box. Maven's still got 2 in front of her, 1 in front of her on the inside. She's through.
And Swifty's got at least 1 to beat around on the inside. She tries, unable to get around on the inside. Just what a great job of individual blocking.
She is feeling it there. That's about as slow as I've seen her get around the track.
Yeah, they've been asking a lot of Swifty today.
Yeah. Well, Maven gets through and calls it, picks up her 4. Yeah, she was winded coming through that pack, and rightfully so. That was a ferocious pack.
A lot of work.
All right, so Kate Sarah in that 3-jammer rotation that New York has been fielding. Up next.
That's LOL for Team Michigan. And we've got 1 blocker in the box for Team Michigan, so advantage Team New York.
Yeah, no stripe on the track for Michigan as we start things off.
Make things a little more difficult for L. Blocker out of the box.
Yeah, Michigan, you talked about their defense, and they've managed to tighten it up in the second half of this first half of the game.
Yep, as long as they stay together, stay in their walls, communicate well, I think they've got it.
Nice hit there by number 40, Janai.
Hello, hell. And there we go.
Oh, number 32.
McDonald. Yeah, that was a great job. Recycled the jammer all the way back around, but Janai's headed to the penalty box. Picked up a penalty on that last one.
They got her again.
Another fantastic move by McDonald. Wow. She's also one of their more effective jammers when she's on the track as a jammer.
Pepper Sticks and AKT 47 working the front, but that's a cut track.
Going to bring up a power jam for Team New York as Elo Hell heads to the penalty box.
Kate Sarah takes a knee, has to come back in. We don't have much of a pack out there at all, Daddy.
Nope. 5, 6 skaters on the track so far. Janai just joins them again for a 7th.
Took her over a minute to get that lead jam. That's a testament to the sort of D that's being played right now.
Yep, and she is winded coming around the track.
Kate hops that apex, and she's through. That's 5.
Sticks the landing as well. 5-point grand slam.
But there's still time.
A lot of rotating penalties being served.
Hello Hell out of the box. Star in hand. McDonald once again forcing her recycling. Kate Sarah all the way back. And, there's another jammer penalty to Elo Hell. This is going to bring up another power jam for New York. This is not what Team Michigan needed.
Well, they're doing a good job of holding her in check. I'll give them that. Only 5 points up thus far after a power jam.
Yeah, it is a pretty solid penalty kill.
And Kate's taking her time on that reset. She's just waiting for the clock to run down and not engaging. So with 2.5 minutes left to go, they pick up 8 points total on that jam.
Yeah, that wasn't a bad penalty kill by Team Michigan.
No, they
Their
did solid.
Was pretty solid.
On a double power jam, only to lose 8 points.
Defense was solid. McDonald was, she was pivotal in that penalty kill.
A lot of big hits there. All right, I see Violet, Frankie lining up for New York right now, defense. Oh, but Libralian makes short work of that pack.
Yep, that's Jillian Rookard, Sugar Pants, and Slamlet. As Elo Hell comes out of the box, jammer is free for Michigan, but gets pushed out by the New York defense and has to recycle back all the way back again. Still struggling behind those 2 blockers. Elo Hell, big hit. Number 84 from New York.
Libralian really showing why Queen City has come up so rapidly in the ranking. Queen City out of Buffalo, New York.
Okay.
The Queen of the Great Lakes, Buffalo, New York.
Yes. I hear they get a lot of snow there.
They sure do.
That pack is really moving fast.
Yeah, look at
All
that.
of them are. They don't want either jammer scoring any points. One trying to keep up with the other.
Yeah, New York with already 9 up, but Libralian not getting much of an opportunity to score more.
Elo Hell knocked out by Libralian.
And we've seen them use this strategy before. She's just backing off. She's running down the clock. Killing some penalties, running down the clock. Elo Hell not engaging either right now.
Yep, neither one. Neither
I guess
skater
Libralian
is kind of a standoff at this point.
Is she pulling Elle around? She must be. I didn't see her knock her out, but a lot of action out there.
Yeah, she did knock her out, and she's pulling her around.
Yeah.
So big recycle going on here.
Well, the jam clock will leave about 1 second on the clock. We'll see if Michigan thinks it's worth saving that. Oh. And Frankenstein with a huge hit there and a clean hit.
Yeah, that was clean. No penalties on that one.
Nice dodge by Libralian. You see that? Got real low.
Real low, and she picked up all 5 of them.
Yep. All right, so that's going to leave New York with 14 points in this last jam. And that's going to tie for the high-scoring jam with Maven a little bit earlier.
As I understand it.
Boy, that was a great half for New York, but Michigan definitely pulling their defense together, looking a lot more solid as they moved into the second half of that. We'll see if they can do it in this palindromic game in the second half. All right, we are back here after a short halftime break. It's Mo Cheesemo.
And Daddy Pants. And we are back for the second half of Team Michigan and Team New York at the Battle of the All-Stars 2018. New York is in the purple, Michigan is in the white. So it was kind of dominated score-wise by New York in the first half, but Michigan is putting up some solid defense, a couple of really solid penalty kills there. The score could be much higher.
Yeah, only really two big jams for New York in terms of points. Maven and Libralian both put up 14 points apiece in a couple of different jams. Michigan only able to take 4 lead jams, and while they put up some points there, have not really had the opportunity to put up a lot. There was a double power jam on one jam, the second to last jam. That's the only power jam we've seen thus far. But even with that double power jam, Kate only managed 8 points. So great defense by Michigan thus far. We're going to see what they can do. That was kind of a weird, we were talking about that last jam there.
Yeah, that was strange.
Libralian pulling back L.
That must have been, they were just killing time, and then there was, when L jumped back in behind Libralian, they just started to race around the track.
Yeah,
and
I mean, they snapped right too, but there was a good 15 seconds where nothing was going on. Kind of surprising.
Libralian hit L out at the end there, and I'm not sure exactly what happened, but Libralian was able to pick up all 5 points racing around the track.
Don't be fooled by the 30 minutes on the screen. This is only a 20-minute period. I'm sure we'll be adjusting that in the NSOs.
Not quite 30 minutes to play, but 20 minutes to play. We'll keep you posted on that.
And one in the box for New York as we start things off here. Libralian is back for more after that rest. And Rookard going up against her.
Yep. Making around the outside. One to beat. Looked like Frankenstein.
And Rookard is lead jammer to start things off for the second half. Libralian finds her way through.
And Team Michigan kind of staying where they're supposed to as
nice job.
Kind of does her signature spin 180, staying on the outside.
Getting by Banger, and that's not easy.
Picked up all 5 of those points.
Now she's trying to go through Violet Knockout and Frankenstein. Frankie gets a piece of her, but she's through again. Great job there.
There's another 5-point grand slam for Team Michigan. That's the first time we've seen that. That's double-digit points, I thought.
Libralian through as well. She tries to hop the apex, but I don't think she beat the whistle. And official timeout.
Nice eyes, nice vision on the track by Jillian. Able to call the jam off without.
All right, Michigan outscored New York in this first jam back as Rooker puts up 9 points. Libralian gets 4.
We still got 1 blocker in the box for New York to start this second jam of the second half.
Here in the third game of the day here on this Saturday.
There we go. Javelin, Ringo Death Star, Price, Jen Price. Looks like Racer McChaser is jamming for Team Michigan. Just got pushed out, recycled back.
First jammer appearance? No, she appeared a couple of times in the first half. Actually, she got lead a couple of times in the first half.
Look at Javelin, Jen Price. Maven's able to make her way around Javelin around the outside, and she's going to be your lead jammer for Team New York. Racer McChaser able to get around at number 29 for New York. Hatchet.
Yeah, Hatchet gets a piece of her, but she's through. Now Maven is through on her initial scoring pass.
Racer McChaser picked up a track cut, so she is in the penalty box. This is going to be another power jam for Team New York. Let's see how that defense holds up for Team Michigan.
Joining her there. Michigan having a tough time coalescing. New York really doing a good job of keeping them separate, but they're still holding Maven to account.
Yep. That's kind of what they struggled with yesterday with Massachusetts, was they were getting into their walls and disrupting them.
Yeah. Maven hops over, and now she did not stick it. Foot came down on the inside. And at this point, Racer's back in. Yep.
She's still got to get around on for her scoring pass. That was her.
That's her
initial pass.
Yeah. And they got Maven's number right now. Maven's going to have to call it. I'm sure she got those. She got a total of 10 points.
Yeah.
But not able to make it through the 11 points, actually. 11?
And that was a scoreless jam for Team Michigan, but it could have been much worse had it not been for the defense again of Team Michigan.
Absolutely. So 27-96, New York on top. And I think we're going to have Kate out there on the line. Yep. Kate Sarah for New York City.
Can't see who's out there. Oh, it is. Looks like Swift Justice. Give her a little bit of rest in between those 2 periods. Get her back on the track. She's one of their more effective jammers.
Yeah, she's really quick. Kate Sarah.
McDonald's doing a great job of just holding her one-on-one. Wow. Able to get that wall back in place. Freaking Rican bracing it.
Yeah, it's a great brace, really holding Kate back.
Yeah, that was, now she's recycled all the way back behind the pack. Joining Swifty because she's still struggling behind that New York wall as well. Got to be exhausting.
Yeah, I think we've been seeing the toll this defense has been taking on both teams.
Yeah.
There we go. Kate finds the outside lane. She's through.
Out for lead jammer.
Took her almost a minute.
Swifty looking to take the star off. She keeps it. Ultimately, still having a hard time behind that wall. That's
defense putting together a nice brace up there in front. And once more, I see number 84 of Veloce Villain trying to break things up for her, but now she's forced to bridge. Yeah.
Janai pulling her back.
Track cut,
There's a track cut. And this is going to bring up a power jam, the first power jam for Team Michigan.
It is. Yeah, Kate thought she was free and clear, but
giving that star up to McDonald for Team Michigan. And McDonald, this is the first time she's had the star on today, and she can be a dangerous jammer.
Well, let's see what she can do here. She's got 30 seconds to do it in, a little bit less now. And she's through. Great.
5 points for that power jam.
Yeah, non-lead power jam from Michigan, and looking to do some damage. Kate standing.
And she gets pushed out. McDonald's forced to recycle all the way back as the jam comes to an end.
Violet Knockout pulls her back. Kate out of the box in time, not time enough to engage, but it will put a star on the jam line to start things off as New York hits the century mark, 34-100. 7 points put up by McDonald.
That was a jam won by Michigan. One of the few of the day today.
They've won 2 out of the last 3 jams, in fact, this half.
And Jillian Rooker's in on the inside and shoots out of there just like a rocket. That was very quick for Jillian.
Yeah, they did a great job of just opening up that inside lane for her. Libralian knocked to the outside as Rooker, doesn't quite stick it. She slides out. She's going to be recycled back by Cherry Napalm. Big banger.
This Libralian is able to get out of the pack.
And she didn't get in time, no.
Jillian has no choice. She has to call that off, but she does pick up 1 point. There's an official review being called.
Yeah, I see Wolverine up there with Misty Maven. New York asking for the review. And, of course, this will burn the review one way or the other. Clock stopped at 13:44.
Candy joining them out there.
Well, stick around. Next game is going to be Pennsylvania versus Ohio. I imagine that is going to be a tightly contested game.
Yeah.
This third day, a lot of the more uneven matches have shaken out, and we're seeing really tight derby today.
Yep. Those first 2 games were really very close and very exciting. This one's has its moments, and I think the defense on both of these teams is proving to be the deciding difference.
Yeah. I mean, some great jamming up all sides, don't get me wrong, but Michigan's defense is really tight, really holding New York to single-digit jams, very few big jams. And, the fact that their jammers are getting out, even if it's second, is putting the pressure on and forcing those calls.
Yep.
We'll try to get you some information on the official review if it becomes available. We'll be listening to our house announcers, Champ Unkind and Kent the Politician. They usually get that info before we do.
I've got a whole series of them. There's 6 messages. How about if I just read all my text messages? 3 of them are from Roik.
So,
all right, so I see Admiral Mayhem talking to Wolverine and Maven. I don't think I'm seeing any adjustments to anything.
we're getting an update here.
Yes, New York was requesting a skating out of bounds call on a skater. That call not made.
New York looking for a skating out of bounds call on one of the Michigan skaters, but under consideration, that will not be awarded. They lose their official review, which, again, they were going to anyway. Racer McChaser out in front. She is not lead, however. Maven picks up lead. No pass, no penalty on Racer. Maven's going to call it. That's goose eggs on that one.
Yeah, smart by Maven.
Score will remain at 35-100 with 13 and a half left in this 20-minute second period. There will be no third 20-minute second period. It is not 2008.
Nope. Speaking of 2008, Team Michigan has been around since 2007. Came together with Grand Raggedy and Detroit skaters to play Windy City for a makeup game for one of their skaters.
Misty Maven reporting to the box at the end of that jam.
So this is going to be a power jam for Team Michigan and Swifty, and she is out front rather quickly for today's game anyways. Right around turn 1, she was able to get out. She is your lead jammer.
Big power jam for Michigan here, and now Banger is off to the box. So Swifty's got 3 in front of her on this power jam.
They're going to stay. Grand Raggedy, or sorry, I do that all the time. Team Michigan chose to stay in their wall.
Maven came out with no star on, but she finishes her initial pass. We have a grand slam from Swifty, and she's going to call it. With Maven closing in on that pack, that was a wise choice.
That was a wise choice.
And, it's the numbers don't necessarily show it, but Michigan has beaten New York 5 out of the last 6 jams, point-wise.
Well, there's only a 60-point difference now, so 100 New York and 40 Michigan, but they're still keeping it close.
We still have 11 minutes, 42 seconds remaining in the contest.
Now we have Jillian Ricard jamming again.
So Jillian Ricard.
Kate Sarah caught up in the back right now.
Janai is headed to the penalty box for Team Michigan. Kate Sarah struggling against what looks like Ringo Death Star, Sugar Pants. I'm sorry, that's not Sugar Pants. That is Freakin' Rican and McDonald.
AKT 47 lining up with Violet Knockout and Frankenstein there doing a good brace. Now they're broken up by the Michigan offense. And Kate Sarah is through.
She's through and picks
That's
up
5.
5 points.
Only 2 white jerseys on the track to stop Kate. They're not able to hold her back for long. That's another grand slam for New York.
Ringo Death Star standing in the penalty box ready to join her team. Janai is doing a good job of trying to break that defense up and then block.
Kate finds the hole in that defense for another 5.
She's coming back around again. Jillian's got the star in hand. She passes it off to McDonald.
There we go.
So no points on that one.
Now Kate Sarah knocked to the inside and calls it off.
Kind of scoring at will. Only 2 blockers on the track makes it a little difficult to stop somebody.
For sure. They did a pretty decent job of slowing her down, but that's going to be 18 points. Biggest jam of the game thus
that was
far.
A big jam.
And Michigan's calling a timeout. It's going to pause the clock at 10:06.
Coach Candy for Michigan coming out.
Is this a official review? No, they're just
Timeout.
just discussing.
Pennsylvania and Ohio.
You are champ unkind. That is game 30. If you have
Team timeout to Michigan.
And I think I said it earlier, but the winner of this game will go on to face the winner of the next game, Pennsylvania, Ohio. That will be tomorrow at around noon. So certainly New York has had the advantage of, well, they've only had one game yesterday, one game today.
Yeah.
So they're going to be pretty well rested. Everybody played 2 games the first day, I believe.
Who's New York going to have tomorrow? Are they going to?
Pennsylvania, Ohio winner.
That's
yeah.
right.
it will be North Carolina versus Maine. The winner
All right, so Librolian back up on the line here.
Pennsylvania and Ohio. Brawlian
And 1 in the box for Michigan, 3 on 4 in the pack.
I do believe that's Ringo Death Star's second.
Librolian really wrestling her way on the outside. There wasn't anything pretty about it, but she got through.
Got through. There's Racer McChaser getting through. She's got to beat Frankenstein. Or, I'm sorry, that's not Frankenstein.
And they catch Librolian. Librolian goes in for the kill, but Racer got in there. Did she score? Big hit. Now New York's got 2 in the box.
And she
Yeah,
got
no
nothing.
points. So New York had picked up 3 before Librolian had the call off forced on her.
So Ringo Death Star standing in the box, but there's 2 New York players in the box. One of them is a pivot. So
Could be a big advantage for Michigan on this jam.
and Swifty's out there. That's the jammer you want on the line with this kind of advantage. They've got to be able to put up some points here, trying
Well,
to take advantage of this.
Frankie and then Violet are tough blockers.
Yeah, Violet together with just about anybody. It's a pretty tough blocker.
Frankie currently a Long Island Roller Rebel, but has been on Gotham.
Swifty makes her way around the inside, able to get out of the pack. As Maven reaches the pack, and Swifty's
Swifty on the
around on the outside. She picks up 5 points.
Yep, that's a grand slam, and she's going to call it. Nice job by Swifty, taking
wow.
advantage of a big gap in the New York defense.
And did they? I don't know if they realized how fast she was making it around the track. I'm not sure.
She's a blink. I mean, she is so quick. Living up to that name. Kate Sarah taking the star for New York.
That was a lot of hustle by Swifty, but she's no stranger to hustle.
Yeah, fair enough. We got nobody in the penalty box as we start things off. 4-4 on that last jam was the final score.
Kate Sarah out there again for New York, and I can't see. Oh, it looks like Racer McChaser. Kate Sarah is on the inside, and she's going to be your lead jammer. The pack starts moving quickly. Racer McChaser through on the inside. She is out of the pack.
Yeah, Christeria got a piece of her coming out of that pack. Cherry Napalm in there as well. And Kate Sarah, again, forced to call at only 4 points, but damage done by New York.
Yeah, they picked up 0. Racer unable to make it around quick enough to pick up any points. It wasn't for lack of trying, however.
And we have just over 7 minutes left to play as we move into Jam 11 of the second half of this bout.
And we get a clean jam on the last bout.
Librolian in that tight 3-man rotation for New York.
There she comes around again, and she was shot out of there like a rocket.
Yeah, she just a step to the right.
Yeah, Librolian was going to be your lead jammer for New York. McDonald is working hard against that New York wall. It starts moving a little bit quicker as McDonald's able to make her way around the outside just as Librolian makes it to the pack. Pack starting to move a little bit quicker.
So that star pass happened. I didn't even notice it happening.
Yep.
That'll be 5 points by Librolian, and 6 minutes left to play at the whistle.
By a 90-point difference.
Racer Chaser taking on Misty Maven, the penalty box.
Racer McChaser up there for Michigan.
So we are at full strength.
Maven will be skating for New York as jammer.
Javelin, Sugar Pants, Ringo Death Star all blocking out there. Looks like Smacks is with them, and Racer is out front. She's going to be your lead jammer.
Maven finds her route out as well.
Sugar Pants trying to break up that New York wall.
Doing a pretty good job.
Create some offense.
Yeah, look at that.
She does. She's able to bust up that defense and create some offense for Racer McChaser, who is able to pick up all 4 of those points.
Yeah, pirouettes right out of that pack. That was a beautiful move.
Nice job.
It's going to hold New York scoreless on that jam. All right, Kate Sarah up for New York once more. Ricard up there for Michigan.
Kate Sarah.
She was up front and a forearm being assessed on Michigan. So Kate goes down on the forearm and has to recycle back. Doesn't hold her for long.
And Jillian Rooker cuts the track,
yeah.
And she is headed to the penalty box, bringing up a power jam for New York. This is now what Michigan needed.
Tough position to be in right now as Kate hops the apex and picks up her 5.
Yesterday, Jillian got in a little bit of trouble, penalty trouble, jammer penalty trouble, as she picked up 3 against Mass.
You got 5 penalties in this bout before you're ejected because of the 40-minute format.
And I think this is number 2 against Jillian.
Kate Sarah dodged on a pivot and spirals right on through that pack.
Jillian, strong skater, very talented athletic skater too.
Michigan's got that defense ready to receive her in the back. Not fighting for the front of the crease right now.
There we go. Both of the jammers struggling against full blockers.
Who's bridging out there? Because we got 2 totally separate games happening.
It looks like either Tigo Hiddies or Janai. I can't see through the officials. I guess Tigo Hiddies. She's able to bridge.
There we go.
Bridge is long enough so Jillian Rooker can get out.
That's initial pass for Michigan. And, yeah. Kate will call it. Was that a 15-point jam or did she get up to 19? I think that's 19 points, yeah.
That is the highest scoring jam for New York so far, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, Kate got 18 points a little bit earlier this half. We have just about 3 minutes left to play. New York starting to run away a little bit. 95 points between these 2 teams. Libralian on the line. Official review by Michigan here. We'll try to get some information on that. Stay tuned for Pennsylvania and Ohio after this game.
Lots more Derby today.
Oh, yeah, lots more Derby this weekend on this 4-day Battle of the All-Stars.
After that, it's going to be Colorado, Virginia.
Looking forward to that one.
Yeah, that'll be a good game.
Colorado has been a powerful force out there, and if patterns hold true, I think we can look forward to a Colorado-New York game a little bit later this weekend, and that is going to bring the house down, I have a feeling.
It will. There will be a big crowd in here for that one.
No guarantees yet, but
yeah, we'll see how things shake out today. One of the things I like about the tournaments is you just don't know until somebody wins.
Very true, very true. Yeah, we have seen a couple of upsets here. We were talking earlier about Michigan losing to Massachusetts last night. There was another upset earlier in one of the
Tennessee and
I think it was Tennessee and Louisiana.
Yeah, Louisiana was kind of expected to take that one, but Tennessee
came out,
won.
yeah. And then they had a great showing in the first game of the morning here, which came down to overtime.
Yeah.
North Carolina was able to pull that out in overtime against Tennessee, but boy, what a nail biter.
Yeah, I love those games. So exciting. Yeah, the second game this morning was really exciting too.
All right, we got the information on the official review here. I'm going to let Daddy get that for us. Looks like the official review was overturned. Daddy, what do you got?
So the call will stand. They were looking. White was looking to overturn a cut call on 0-8, and the call will stand.
That's a tough one to argue, but all right. So McDonald, first jammer appearance as jammer, not receiving the star, and Libralian chasing her down right now. Nice hit by on McDonald,
Yeah, by
and now Libralian. We've seen her do this before. Just forcing a long reset, eating the baby there, pulling her all the way back to the pack.
She got pushed out. Libralian, not sure what happened. I think it was 187 for Team Michigan. Slamlet pushed her out. She had to recycle all the way back.
Yeah, turn 3 is tough for us to see, but Libralian does recover. That's still her initial pass. She's been through the pack twice, but it's still only her initial pass. So I think that was a scoreless jam. No, I'm sorry. Michigan did score on that. They got 2 points.
They got a couple.
Under 2 minutes left to go. Maybe time for 2 jams. But New York has been happy to chew up time a little bit here.
Yeah, they've been doing that really well. LOL out there. She's going up against Misty Maven.
Yeah, New York absolutely regular with their jammer rotation. There have been no irregularities there.
Slamlet in the box for Team Michigan. So this is a blocking advantage for Team New York.
Maven hopping around on those toe stops.
That was amazing.
Sticking on the inside again on those toe stops. She's through for 5.
Yeah, there was no wall. There was no defensive support there whatsoever for. She's making it right around the outside again, just kind of scoring at will.
Look at that, my goodness. Just tiptoeing her way around once more.
She is on a roll, no pun intended.
And LOL does complete her initial pass. Haha hatchet to the box for New York.
So Javelin recycling with Jilly the Kid.
And Maven's just running this clock right now.
Yeah, LOL making her way around for a scoring pass. Doesn't pick up anything.
Yeah, she did. She called it in time. I kind of thought they were just going to play it through. There is a timeout left, which will give Michigan some one more jam, as we said.
One more jam.
14 seconds on the clock.
So that's 14-point jam. So in the second half, we've seen a lot of higher scoring jams by Team Michigan. Maybe a testament to the Michigan defense getting a little winded.
Well, could be. Slightly longer game, but still not a full game.
Right.
Our venue announcers here looking to get the crowd hyped up a little bit. There we go. They got them hyped on something. It wasn't Team New York. I can tell you that.
Maybe it was the beer coming later.
That could be it. Everybody cheers for beer.
Yeah.
All right. So Swifty standing for Michigan right now, standing behind the jam line, and Libralian.
Libralian's been very effective jammer today. I don't know if
she won an MVP yesterday.
Okay.
I was asking if her number was a Dewey Decimal joke, and was very sad to hear it was not. A lot of penalties being sat in the box right now. 2-on-3 advantage, Michigan in the pack.
And Swifty's out there for this last jam of game 3 today.
Period clock has run down. Swifty trying to get past Frankie. Stretched way out, yeah.
Yeah, she put some big hits on everybody. Swifty makes her way around. She's got lead jam status.
And Libralian chasing her down. Two very, very speedy skaters. Libralian crashing into that pack. And, Swifty called it.
She called it. She got what she could get.
All right, so 4 picked up by New York at the end there. Final unofficial score, 54 to 171. New York takes it. They will be advancing into the quarterfinals, or I guess semifinals.
Semifinals.
And
yep.
we'll have MVPs for you in just a couple of minutes, so stay tuned.
All right, this is Mo Cheesemo, the voice of New York. I'm here with Ann Frankenstein, MVP for the last contest. Some great defense, Ann Frankenstein. Any quick thoughts on this game?
Oh man. First of all, I'm really bad at interviews. But it was a really hard fought game. The other team had some different jammers, unlike the other opponents we faced this weekend, so they were really strong. Anytime that I thought that I was about to knock one of them out of bounds, they somehow stayed in, so I had to really adjust to what I was doing on the lines. They were really dangerous on the lines, and they were just a really tough opponent, probably the toughest we've faced this weekend. So they did a great job, and yeah.
We talked a lot about the Michigan defense, which really pulled together towards the middle of the game. Jammers were having a tough time getting through, and then suddenly it sort of seemed like New York got a handle on the defense, and you were breaking up their lines. Was there any change in your mindset for that?
I mean, we wanted to try to send an offense when we could, but the number one goal was to catch their jammers first. So I wasn't paying too much attention to their defense. I was really just watching their jammers. So it's hard for me to speak to that, but I felt that, as the game went along, we were able to send offense a little bit more, and it probably helped our jammers out. And then, our jammers adjust. They're used to getting a handle on whatever type of defense they're playing against. So I think maybe, they just kind of figured out what tricks would work and which wouldn't work.
All right, well, great game, and Frankenstein. I give everybody the opportunity to explain their number. I know the story is yours, but you want to tell me the story behind your number.
Yeah, 1818, my derby name's Anne Frankenstein, and so 1818 is the year that Mary Shelley wrote Frankenstein, and I know that you've actually announced that earlier this weekend, so I appreciate that you know things about, things.
One of my favorite books. So, Anne Frankenstein, thanks so much. Congratulations on a game well fought, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Daddy Pants here with Racer McChaser from Team Michigan, who just was unfortunately defeated by Team New York. So some of a question I have for you is, what is your strategy when you're out there jamming?
Mostly just to get out of the pack. But I think staying on the check is really important, and I know that yesterday we struggled with jammer penalties. Today we struggled with jammer penalties, and I think obviously your jammer has to be on the track to score. So getting out is critical, but getting out and staying on the track. So sometimes being a little bit more patient is important. What's that? Is that my strategy, and does it work out, or kind of maybe two different things?
Sure. So since we're talking about jammer penalties, is there anything that you've done in the past to help avoid jammer penalties?
Well, towards the end of the season last year, before we went to playoffs, we one of our other captain did a penalty assessment and kind of combined all the penalties from all of the different games. And when I looked at mine, my biggest penalty was the cut. It wasn't the only one I got, and it wasn't necessarily the one I got consistently the most times, but it certainly showed up in every time I had a penalty set. And so I really focused on, I can't do that. That is, I think, something because the rules now allow you to correct that. That's my own fault if I can't fix that. So I really focused on that, and I think I got to get back to that kind of mindset. We've been in the off season for travel season right now, so I haven't maybe been as focused as I need to be, but certainly it's really important.
And speaking of off season, so what do you do for your off season workout? What do you do to stay in shape? What do you do to stay ready?
I play on our home team in Detroit, so that's some of the practices and something like that. But a pretty big group, about 6 to 8 of us, have been doing some off-season training since maybe about the end of November. We took a little bit of a break and then account for the time of the holidays, but really try to focus on some strength training, and we'll work in some agility and fast feet stuff later on. But we really try to work on letting our bodies recoup and reset and building strength so that when we push it hard, we're able to do that without creating more injuries. So, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. You did a great job today. Fantastic. You won MVP, and congratulations. So it looks like you're going to be playing Team Ohio tomorrow.
Well,
maybe. Yeah, that's right. So they still have to play yet, but one of these teams, you're going to be playing the winner of this game. I'm sorry, I should re-say that. They're the loser of this game. Yes, that's true. Yeah, thanks for correcting me. I appreciate that. Anyways, this is Daddy Pants. Thank you very much, and we'll get on with the next game here at Battle of the All-Stars, which is Pennsylvania and Ohio. And again, Team Michigan will be playing the loser of this game.